Hi, I'm Seth Milligan. Today, I'll be doing the Coke and Mentos project involving Coke and Mentos. What I'll be measuring is the amount of liquid left in the container after I add the Mentos to see which is most effective in expelling the fluid. It is commonly thought that the combination of Diet Coke and Mint Mentos will create the biggest reaction of any combination of types of soda and Mentos due to the aspartame in the diet soda and the lack of a smooth coating on the Mint Mentos. While I do know what the cause of the reaction is, I believe that Diet Coke and Mentos will have the biggest reaction and will leave the least amount of soda in the bottle after the reaction. Here are materials: Diet Coke, regular Coke, Fruit Mentos, and Mint Mentos. In our testing area, we have the angle testing surface. We set right here at an angle of approximately 4.3 degrees. Our measuring cup, which we will use to measure the remaining volume of liquid after the reaction, a folded index card, and a piece of paper. The first part of our procedure is to set a newly opened bottle of soda on the angle test surface. When we have our Mentos open, we place it on the paper and wrap it inside. And push it out to the end. Take our folded index card and place it on the other side. And push the Mentos out of the wrapper and into the paper sleeve. Keep the index card underneath to keep them from falling out. And when ready, release the Mentos into the soda. After the reaction has occurred, we find the volume of the remaining liquid. Still some left in, so I'm going to record this and then add what's left. And dry the measuring cup.
Red Solo cup.
You're getting muted. Find the remaining amount of liquid. The finger over it to keep out any Mentos from falling.
There's plenty of stuff in the freezer to cook up.
And then record the amount here. Add them together to find the final amount. After each test, we rinse and dry the measuring cup to improve accuracy for the next test. Test 1, Diet Coke and Mint Mentos.
That was spectacular.
Test 2, Diet Coke and Fruit Mentos. I feel like that one worked better. Test 3, Classic Coke and Mint Mentos. Test 4, Classic Coke and Fruit Mentos. If you looked closely in that last test, you may have noticed a small error. Not all of the Mentos made it into the bottle, invalidating the test. To make up for this error, the test has been redone. Test 4B, Classic Coke and Fruit Mentos. And the results are in. After measuring the amount of liquid remaining, that amount was subtracted from 2,000 milliliters, the amount initially in the bottle. As you can see from the chart, the results were somewhat similar in range. Mint Mentos and either kind of Coke both resulted in close to 1.5 liters being expelled. With Fruit Mentos, 50 milliliters less was expelled in combination with a Diet Coke. The last test, Fruit Mentos and Classic Coke, had some interesting results. In the first test, some Mentos were excluded, but it was retested with the results in cell C4. You will notice that the first test, with fewer Mentos, actually expelled more fluid than the properly executed test. This could be due to any number of reasons. It could be that some of the Mentos actually blocked the fluid from escaping. It could be that the Mentos in the second test were manufactured differently. In any case, we'll be using the results from the second test. In conclusion, it was found that it wasn't so much the soda that mattered, but it was the Mentos. Mint Mentos with either type of soda expelled 1,350 milliliters of fluid. Fruit Mentos with either type of soda expelled 1,300 milliliters of fluid. It's due to the soda's potassium benzoate, aspartame, and carbonation, and the Mentos' gelatin and gum arabic, that the fizz appears. I saw that episode of Mythbusters before the project. The reason for this effect is that the surface area of a Mint Mentos is not smooth, as opposed to the Fruit Mentos, but is in fact covered in tiny holes and indents. On a micro scale, it's almost similar to the moon. Because of this increased surface area, more reactions are allowed to take place. And with that, you now know the secret to the world, or at least the reaction between Diet Coke and Mentos. And with that case closed, I bid thee farewell, and good day.